Um, cool. Central Protocol I don't think has been played yet in the entire tournament that I know of. I have not seen a replay on this map just yet, so that's pretty cool. So let's talk about this map, what makes it interesting. Well, it's a 4-player map, so spawn here, 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 and here. Right now we've got Dan in the bottom left, and we have Brendan in the top left. And one thing that makes this map interesting is this ramp is huge. It's going to play a big part into this matchup, particularly, I think, because it makes it so that Protoss has to sort of play a bit more aggressive, or has to, like, you know, it's harder to seal off, like, what's going on. The other thing that's really crazy and is pretty unique is that this is not a ramp, right? So, like, going from your natural to your main is flat. This also, in my opinion, benefits Zerg. Ramps are not Zerg's friends. Small chokes are not Zerg's friends. So, like, when you have a map like this, these kinds of features are things that Zerg players can definitely use. But the thing that's nice for Protoss is that the third base is kind of far away for Zerg. Right, so like if you're taking a third, this one is in the between both players, and so that makes it pretty hard to defend as Zerg. And then this guy is really kind of far away, and you can blow up these rocks and make it a bit closer, but it's a long distance between your natural and your third, which means you can do quite a lot of pressure on the thirds themselves. So this is that's the part of the map that really benefits. I would say Protoss, or any non-Zerg race. Which I guess there's only Terran other than that. But there's also some gold bases in the middle. The watchtowers do see the gold bases, so if you try and sneak one, you have to make sure they don't touch these things. Which, when you're in these kind of positions, you can get away with, potentially. They might not check. A lot of people forget to use the watchtowers. Anyway, let me focus on the builds. Fast Stargate coming up from Brendan, so he's changed his build quite a lot. But Dan knows he's here, and these lings are out. And like I said, when you don't have a ramp, defending this in the beginning of the game is really hard. Like, you have to have sufficient stuff. A speedling build can really cause problems here, to be honest. But looks like he's opting for a Roach bust, and that also seems like it'll be pretty decent. And he did get this drone in, which is huge. He got to see the Stargate, so he's not going to be surprised when, you know, Oracle or Void Ray or Phoenix come out of that. Probably not Phoenix this early. Yeah, it's an Oracle play. But now that he's seen it, he can make preparations for that if he decides to. It's going to be close. It's already almost out, and Oracles are speedy, as you'll see in a couple seconds. Whoa, interesting proxy pylon. I don't know where the probe went that built that. If the Stargate was there, that would have been huge, I think. But honestly, okay, Dan is building a spore. I was gonna say, like, if he doesn't build spores, he can lose quite a lot here. Cannon up front. And let's see how much this guy can do. There's one. There you go. He gets 3. Nice little harass. And there's a ton of lings coming out. And herein lies the problem. But I think Brennan's, well, a run by can still cause an issue for sure. You can just run these things through. I really, like, Brendan should try and tighten this a bit. in order to make it a bit more secure. There's 2 oracles chilling. There's not that many drones, so if he can hold this and do some damage, he's not in that bad of a spot. This spore crawler is going to make doing damage pretty tough. I don't think it's enough. Yeah. All the lings run back because lings can attack air units. I promise. they just make like a cheerleader pyramid until they can reach them. So here's a Void Ray. Void Ray Zealot. And that Nexus is not happening. He needs to back up to the cannon. So he can use overcharge. Void Ray's out. And looks like still more roaches are being made. So he intends to just bust, but I don't know how well that'll work against this build, actually. Okay. This music is intense, everybody. Okay. So right now the supply gap is pretty big. We really need to see a Nexus here in order for this game to be a game. If this Nexus doesn't go up, well, the economy difference is going to make this very hard. You're going to have to use the Void Rays, and you just can't get hit by blasts. You dodge the blasts. You gotta keep dodging though. Ooh, that one missed. Or no, it didn't, but yeah, this is why Roach, this is like the one, or a build that's actually not bad against Roach busts like this. But he needs to start this thing. He can't, well, I'm not sure what Dan's doing here. Laser massages for all of his units. And that's a lot of lost stuff. And now it's oh my god. This is quite a lot of damage. That hatchery is not going to live. They need to throw a Nexus of his own down. More Void Rays are coming out. And Hydrotech has finally started as a response from Dan. But these Roaches are not going to get anything done. Void Rays have a new, I think it's new anyway, as of Legacy. But, oh, interesting. Are we really going to see a trade? I think actually maybe favors Protoss, just because these things can't hit air. This game has gone insane. Alright. These things need to go into the main, but he's sending them home. If they went into the main, this game could get really interesting really fast. Also, he should build a Nexus and have 2. But he did end up killing Dan's entire... Oh, very nice. So he does. He does end up killing Dan's entire thing. He's running out of patches too, as you can see. He's only got... there's actually 5. I'm not sure why that one doesn't get selected. He must have a different... I don't know. Hydras... Cool. Well, this is quite a lot of Void Rays. Drone does not escape. Okay. how this is held. I think this might be game. Very nice. Cool.